Hello and welcome. We are Chad and Claire.
And for the last 25 days, we've been hopping between our two home bases in Atlanta, Georgia and Chattanooga, Tennessee. And we are now finally getting back into the van and we are heading down south. And so yes, we're gonna start with South Carolina and that is where we're heading today. Oh, also, we decorated our van for the holidays. We got some nice pine going across the roof, and if you come to the front, we have some pine in the front as well. And then if we go inside, I have some mittens right here. We have put a scarf on our skeleton, and we have two tiny little presents just hanging off of Chad's area. And then we have replaced our ginormous succulent plant with this tiny, very lightweight pine tree because apparently it is a hazard to have a really heavy plant up here because it could hit me in the face if I got in an accident. So I got something really lightweight and it won't really do much damage.
It'll just hit you a little bit softer, I guess.
Yes, yes. And we're gonna say a quick goodbye to Mama Chang and then hit the road. All right, very first stop of the day, the post office.
All of these, and they're full of t-shirts that we will be sending out.
All right, so we have driven 2 hours from Atlanta. We are now in Augusta, Georgia. We're at Costco. We're about to pick up a GoPro Hero 8 because they're having a special. Hopefully we'll pick it up unless they're sold out because it's Black Friday. So it might be crazy in there, but it's gonna be $260, I think. We're gonna add it to our gear list. Super excited.
We are parked just right outside of Congaree National Park and we'll actually be exploring the park tomorrow. And it's actually pitch black outside and it's only 6:30. We're not very used to the sun going down so early and we don't really know what to do.
So we just watched one more episode of Once Upon a Time. We also set up the GoPro, so that should hopefully be ready to use if we want to use it tomorrow for something just a little bit smaller. But I think we're going to head to bed. It's about like 7:30 or 8, but we're both pretty tired. And we are gonna go explore Congaree National Park tomorrow. Bye.
Good morning. Last night in the van was fantastic. First night back went very well. And I think it's because, I don't know, we've probably just been doing it for so long that we've gotten the hang of it. So we can just hop right back in, nice and smooth. And now we are gonna head over to Congaree National Park and do a little hike.
Excited about your new shoes?
Hopefully I won't slip anymore.
We are here on the Boardwalk Trail, and I just wanted to give you guys a fun fact. Apparently, the name Congaree National Park came from the inhabitants that used to live here, the Congareans. They lived here and they were actually sold as slaves and they were killed off by the Europeans because of smallpox, and it's really sad. None of the inhabitants are here anymore. So, anyways, on another depressing note, apparently all of the 500-year-old trees were all sent to sawmills by 1915, so none of those are really left. So these are all new growth kind of trees. So, yeah.
We're starting to have little hair on the little nubbins that are popping out of the ground.
The little nubbins.
All right, kind of on a brighter note, not really bright, but there are 159 different types of beetles that like to burrow in dead trees and in the little swampy water in this area. There's also 21 different types of mosquitoes, which apparently you can really notice in the summer. And lastly, there are 20 snake species in the area, and some of them are poisonous. But all of that actually kept out a lot of people from deforesting the area completely, so the swamp conditions definitely saved some of the trees, which hopefully we'll see on this hike.
We have officially left the boardwalk and we are now walking on a rather muddy trail to go to Weston Lake, which is apparently home to beavers and otters, which I really want to see. We just finished our hike and it probably ended up being about 6 miles long. And now we're gonna head out of the park and actually make a quick stop at Walmart to pick up some groceries before we head to Charleston. collards. Miles and miles and miles of cotton. And indeed, we are back in the South. Walmart run was quite a success, and we are now driving into the city of Charleston to catch sunset. Chad and I were just saying how we love the houses here because they basically look like ginormous doll houses, and when you look in, they just look so magnificent. And I don't know, there's something about the houses down here that are just so charming, and we love it.
Kind of hard to see.
And speaking of houses, we are in front of Rainbow Row, which is essentially a row of really colorful houses back to back. Now back at the van, and we're gonna make some soup for the evening and then hopefully get some rest because we've been walking all day.
As you saw, we are officially in Charleston. We're parked right along the water. We're like a block away. And I'm just so glad to be back in the van. It's such a weird feeling being in such a tight space, but it just feels so nice because you literally can just go and do whatever you'd like. But we are going to call it a night, and we will see you tomorrow.
You don't need no card trick. You don't need no sleight of hand. Don't need a rabbit or a hat to help me understand.
Good morning, guys. We woke up in Charleston this morning, and we have gotten a couple of funny looks because I was clipping my toenails out the back of the van while Chad was washing the dishes on the pavement. And so that is how we have started our day, but it looks like it's going to be wonderful. The temperature is perfect, and we're going to walk around and go swing on some swing sets that I've been really looking forward to swinging on.
I used to be a skeptic, but you're making me believe every little thing you do is magic to me.
There are the swings! I'm so excited, Chad.
Oh, I'd be the assistant in your Vegas show. Please don't disappoint.
So we've been here 3 times. The first time we came, we got to swing. The second time we came, the swings were under construction and we were so disappointed. And this time we get to sit on the new swings, newly renovated, and so I'm very, very happy.
You just said the magic words and poof, I was yours. Well, I think I just stumbled onto some kind of sorcery, 'cause every little thing she does, it's magic.
Goodbye, Charleston. We are now heading to the sister city, Savannah, Georgia. And there's our old house. All right, very first stop, our old house, mostly to connect to the Wi-Fi of this warehouse that we used to use. As you can see, I'm already connected, and now we're gonna plan what we're gonna do in Savannah. Lock it up. We have officially made it into the city of Savannah, where we spent 4 years living here, going to school at SCAD, and that was actually my building. I was a fibers major, and that is the fibers building. It's actually where we got engaged just February of this year, so very fun to visit again.
Now where are we going?
And now we're gonna go to Kroger to get some pork. So there, goes one of the trolleys. Those were actually a huge pain to bike behind while we were trying to bike to class, and they were taking their sweet time going around every corner. And actually we did get on one of those tours when Chad's parents came to visit, and they are very informative. So if you visit the city of Savannah, do check them out if you want a lot of information all at once thrown at you.
Claire was overwhelmed, as you can tell.
I wrote a paper about that monument right there, but I actually forgot all the information that I wrote about it.
Yeah.
All right, we got our pork, and we are now walking back through Forsyth Park to get back to the van. And you guys might remember Seth, he was in one of our New York vlogs, and we will actually be staying at his place for the next couple days. He's opened up his humble home to house us rodents, and we're very excited to see him. Oh my gosh.
Chad and Claire!
Hello.
How are you doing?
Hello.
Do you like to park on?
Oh. Oh. Yes.
Look at us.
One for you.
Oh, we could do that. We'll do that inside.
Perfect.
Welcome back to another Seth, Chad, and Claire video. This is the vlog. We're back on the road. We're in Savannah, Georgia, and we're cooking dinner. Woo!
What are we having?
We're having pork and kale and more pork, and then we've got some squash made as well from Thanksgiving.
Bon appetit! This is our room for the coming nights in Savannah. Very beautiful. It's part twin air mattress and then 3 couch cushions right there. And the 2 lovely gentlemen would like to wish you a good night.
Good night.
Good morning, guys. We have a packed next couple of days in Savannah, meeting up with a ton of friends that we met in school, and we're very excited to see them again. But we're actually going to start off with getting brunch with one of our closer friends, Zoe. And because she is vegetarian, we're going to get some food from a vegan restaurant here in Savannah. So there's actually a couple of restaurants that are all owned by the same owner, and I believe they are a SCAD alum, but they all have Fox in the name somewhere. So Foxy Loxy, the Fox Coffee, Fox and Fig, which is actually the vegan restaurant we'll be going to, picking up some vegan burgers and meeting her in the park.
Did you know that this fountain was purchased from a mail order catalog?
Yeah, from Macy's, right?
From Macy's, yeah.
Really?
Anyone could just buy this fountain and we find it special.
Quick stop dropping off mail of some merch that we sold. We just got our food and 2 free stickers from Fox and Fig, and this eatery is actually on a corner of Troop Square. And speaking of the square,
Behind me is where the composer James L. Piermont, who composed Jingle Bells, he actually worked at this church in the 1850s, and it was just kind of cool that Jingle Bells was made right there.
so we have now entered the Starland district, and this place actually has a lot of cute local shops, and one of my favorite ones is Starlandia, which is right over there. And so Starlandia is a reclaimed art supply store, so you can actually bring in your old art supplies and get some credit for the store, and then you can buy some new art supplies with whatever they have in stock. And so I actually had some credit for when we were selling a lot of our art supplies when we were graduating school, and so I went back and got some yarn and some packing tape, and it's just a really cute place and a great place to support. So behind me is the gingerbread house, which is actually one of the places I wanted to have our wedding, but alas, it was far too expensive. But it's just so cute, and it looks like it's straight out of a fairy tale, and that's why I really love it.
Alright, to end this vlog, we're gonna pass it over to Seth for us, and he's gonna end it for us.
Oh, are we gonna sing a song? Sing us a song, you're a chatty man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you got us feeling alright. Woo! Woo!
If you are interested in following along on our journey, hit subscribe.
And buy our merch that we're selling on our website. It's been a great first day in Savannah. We've got some great stuff planned for tomorrow. We're going to Wormslow. We might go to the Wild Dock Bar. Who knows? But you never know if you don't watch. See you next time.